Still grounded. This mission didn't work out exactly as planned. I thought maybe we would do another episode of Parastories. Let's think back. What's a good one? It would probably do well for me to do like some pre-video, write down an outline, that sort of thing. I typically do these things just straight off the cuff. It's a good one. What's a good one? Oh, free flight. Let's do another free flight story. This one goes back to Colombia, South America. The first flight I flew in Colombia was off of a launch called Los Tonkas. And you get to this launch and you have to hike up to the top, or you can hire a little porter guy to carry your stuff for like $1.50. Pretty good deal if you ask me. You know, South America sounds scary. It did to me. There are dangerous places there, obviously, but where we were flying in the Cauca River Valley, not dangerous at all. Mainly a farming community, coffee plantations, banana, avocado. They farm the whole countryside there. The mountains are big. They're bigger than what we've got around here, say, for mountains, but they're covered in this lush green rainforest. They farm every inch of it. I mean, some steep grades. You would never be able to get machinery on these grades. Everything's farmed by hand. A lot of culture going on there. I really enjoyed that. In the flats, it's all sugarcane and corn. Just a farming community, and they really cater to the paraglider people. All the restaurants, the buses, the buildings, they all had paragliding stuff everywhere. Even the new park in the center of town had a huge paraglider shape for like the cover of the main stage at this park. So they really like us down there. The tourism brings money to the community, so I think they really appreciate us, and I never had to wait for more than 5 minutes for a ride. But this is back to my first flight. I didn't know what to expect. So we go up to this launch, I take off, and I flew for maybe 30, 45 minutes. I didn't really go anywhere. I kind of stayed with the gaggle right there around launch, and there's probably 50 to 60 pilots flying around just anywhere you look. There's people everywhere, a lot of traffic. The launch was totally filled up in no time flat. Like when you had to launch, you basically had to just run over people's gear that were laid out in front of you if you were ready to go. Launching! You just try to be as courteous as possible and get out safely. Aside from all that, I went out on my own, pushed out into the flats. I wasn't as experienced of a pilot as I am now, and sure enough, I was told, don't leave the gaggle, you're gonna regret it. Bombed out. I didn't get very far, just a few miles away from the mountains. At that point, you're looking for where to land. I don't know the terrain that well. I'm looking for, what looks like a lush field, maybe 9-foot tall sugarcane. So you got to take these things into account. I saw a place where some guys were farming dirt, like they were plowing dirt. Okay. There's nothing tall there to get snagged on. There's people there. Let's land out here by this tractor. As I got lower, I'd committed to my landing. There's power lines and just a mangle of stuff that I didn't want to deal with. But this was a good LZ and I could hit it no problem. As I got lower, I realized that the entire place was fenced in. I say fence, I mean 10-foot tall, barbed wire, metal gates. Oh, it's just, the guys on the tractor drove up beside me and I'm like, oh, hey, amigo. And I've got some limited Spanish skills, very rudimentary. I took it in college, made a C. I think that was one of my only C's that I made in college was Spanish. And that was because I fell ill and missed some of the classes. And I had more trouble making that up than I did the chemistry, math, English, that sort of thing. So I've got some basic Spanish skills. I told these guys, de donde es salidas? And where is the exit? They pointed over at the gate. I go to the gate, and of course it's locked up tighter than dolphin butt. And it's a very nice place. White painted fences. There's some like children's playground equipment, little palm trees, manicured grass. I mean, this is probably like Pablo Escobar's getaway home, is what I'm thinking. And then I find a sign that's got a skull and crossbones, peligro, that means danger, caution. Peligro is either danger or caution. Then something armadas, and armadas is I think it means like armed guards or army or shoot you or anyway. I took a photo of the sign and I had it translated later, and a guy's like, it says danger, we may kill you. And so that's what I was told. You may have a better understanding of what you're seeing here. That spooked me. So I pack up my glider, and as I'm packing it up, there's a road outside the gate, and I can hear footsteps, horses. Click, 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 click. They stop right in front of the gate. And I'm just frozen. I'm in silence. I'm invisible. Sure enough, it opens. There's two guys on horses there. Yo lo siento, parapente. I'm sorry, I'm a paraglider. I landed aquí here. I didn't know what to expect, Turns out that the guy was the guy that owned the place, and he was a farmer there, and they ended up giving me some weird fruit. I don't know what it was, never seen it before, but they were eating it, and they cut me a slab of it and handed it to me, and I was like, do you eat the whole thing, the rind and all? And he's like, see. And so I took a bite of it, and they started laughing, and I don't know why, and told him he had a beautiful farm that I needed to get back to Rodanillo, the town I was staying with. So he tells me, uno momento, goes over to the barn, opens up the barn, pulls off a cover, and he's got a car under there. So he pulls this car out, and I'm just like, wow, this is pretty neat. They put their horses up, stow them away. I eat the fruit. I didn't start tripping or anything, so I thought maybe they had slipped me some sort of weird mescaline mushroom fruit that I don't know. I know what to expect. I ate the stuff anyway, so yay. These guys gave me a ride all the way back to the hotel. We even passed some of my friends on the way back. They were packing their stuff up on the side of the road, and I was like, hey, yo, mi amigo. But obviously there was no room in this little car for another person. We had to leave Andrew there on the side of the road. Sorry, bud. Yeah, they gave me a ride right back to the hotel. I think I offered them a couple of bucks, and they declined. They were like, no. And yeah, man, just that sort of solidified that, this isn't all bad. These people are going to be good. And I had 10 days, 10 flights in a row, all with an exciting story like that. I think I might save some of these for future episodes and just throw some of those stories in there, some of the adventures I had in South America while I was flying and hitchhiking through that Cauca River Valley down there. Pretty neat stuff. Also, just as a side note, I videoed almost that entire trip. Some of the flights I didn't video every one of them. I wanted to get a lot of video documentary because it was the first time I had traveled internationally, and that's sort of where the Cal O videos were born. Yeah, the Colombian footage was when I started making the Cal O video. Born on the kitchen table after I got home and started digging through all this footage. I said, what am I going to do with this hours and hours of footage that I recorded? I know. I'll learn to edit, and I'll edit videos so that I can pare it down and not soak up the entire memory of the computer. Of course, if you're here with me now, you see what it's evolved to. Yeah, Parastories. I got more coming. Y'all just stand by. Don't be scared, y'all. Life ain't worth living in fear. I was apprehensive about the South America just from what people were telling me, but you really want to try to develop your own ideas about things. I guess it could have ended bad, and I could have gotten shot and killed there at that farm, but it ain't what happened. Instead, they were very polite and courteous and kind and gave me some food and a ride, and didn't even want to accept any money for it. So pretty neat stuff, guys. That's what it's all about, spreading the love. Much love to you guys. Kyle out.